Baguette? Croissant? Who gives a shit? The Grail Knight is here! What is up, guys? PartyKnife here, and well, the Grail Knight just released, and after 2 hours of troubleshooting with my freaking Steam, I finally managed to fix it and get in game, and I've resisted the urge to peek on his talents, and I thought we'd just look through them together. I thought that would be interesting. Also, we'll at the end of this video, we'll be releasing whoever won the comment competition. I still haven't decided at the time of this recording. There were just so many comments. I literally spent 2.5 hours straight last night just responding to comments. So a little bit later, I'll make a decision. But for now, I thought we'd just head straight into the game, as you can see here. And for the first time ever, let's give him a look. Ooh, Grail Knight, Markus Kruber. Markus Kruber. Let's see here.
Good evening. Made it through another day, eh?
So do we have, I assume we have to craft his weapons. Let's see here. Craft item. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'll have to, let's see here, equipment. Equipment. Start off by just, it doesn't really matter what we apply here. I just need to reroll, get some red dust. I mean disenchant and get some red dust. This is still all set. Normally I have my defaults, but I changed them for the recording of the Slayer video. That doesn't matter, we'll just put on whatever right now. That's fine. And then we'll see crafting. Salvage items. And let's see. Screw that, don't need you. Actually, I do need that one. I don't need that one. Don't really need that one either. Don't really need that one either. Screw you. Let's see, we're gonna need 10 dust, and we already have 1, so we're gonna disenchant 9 items. Perfect. Let's see. Screw you. Screw you. Fuck you. Let's get some necklaces as well. Fuck you. And I think that's about fine. Yeah, that's cool. Yay, 9 red dust. Okay, let's go crafting and craft item. And we got the blacksmith trained sword and the blacksmith training sword and shield. Ah, interesting. Of course, we'll probably, maybe we should just, no, we'll craft. I'm just assuming there's probably going to be some sort of challenge in order to like obtain the red skins, I would assume. And that's what they've done, but we'll see. There we go, and we'll upgrade item. Upgrade complete. Wait a sec, I'll just close the door because otherwise there's like noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it at the moment, but just in case. There we go. And we're back in business. And upgrade complete. Yay! Damn the rerolls. Okay, there we go. That's fine for now, and let's just put them on as they are. Nice. Full reds. And here we go, boys. Here we go. And girls. Just kidding. I know you don't care. Oh, well. So, well, this is bugged, clearly. Wait, why is my hero power not max? Oh, please. Oh, phew. For a moment, I was like, what? There we go. That's more like it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's start at the top. The Lady's Duty. Upon entering a mission, the Lady of the Lake grants 2 random duties for the Grail Knight and his party to complete. Upon completion of the duty, the party is granted a benison for the rest of the mission. This is what we saw in the Thatcher Extreme. They showcased that. See, Blessed Blade. Markus equips a Blessed Blade and slashes down with great force, smiting any evil creatures caught in its wake and dealing heavy damage. And we'll try it all out in once we're done with the talents here. Let's see. Passives. Knight's Challenge deals 10% more damage to the first enemy hit. Ooh. So it's like Smiter kinda, except for 20%. It's like a permanent plus 20% for the first enemy. That's nice. Increase movement speed by 5%. That's also really good, because that's one of the things most people were fearing, that he was going to be like a really slow and stale character with double melee. So he's definitely going to need some mobility. And let's see here. Markus can use shields to block warp fire thrower attacks. Okay. That's interesting. Not sure how that's going to work. We'll see. Talents. Lady's Generosity. That's just based on the stagger, which I assume is going to be best for him, most likely at least. What else does he have? Lady of Wrath. Melee kills. That's also nice. I still think this is going to be better, but we'll see. It might depend on the weapon as well, and of course, Gift of the Grail, the standard heal share. Moving on to level 10, Virtue of the Ideal. Killing enemies increases power level by 10% for 10 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. So this is basically just a near permanent 30% power buff. Now that's kind of insane. I don't think it's broken since he has no ranged weapons. He needs that. But definitely, I mean, the closest comparison I can think of to a talent this strong in terms of melee combat is definitely Markus Kruber, no, the mercenary, sorry. The more the merrier. But I actually think that this is better, not just in terms of power. Oh, of course not. Yeah. Not just in terms of his power, the 5% extra power, but this is also. I mean, English power. Yeah, I think you can keep this up, like in killing 3 enemies. That takes no time. It's not even elites or anything. It's just 3 enemies. So I think this is definitely going to be the strongest talent here. But let's see. Critical strikes instantly slay enemies if their current health is less than 4 times the amount of damage of the critical strike. Okay, instantly slay enemies if their current health is less than 4 times the amount of damage of the critical strike. Okay, so this is meant to be some like. Yeah, okay, so what this is meant for, at least what I assume it's meant for, is really good horde clear, right? So if you have a heavier weapon that has really slow attacks, right? And instead of having this one high damage, high cleave attack that might still only cleave through, a couple of minions on higher difficulties, this is going to cause it to just literally deal max damage, the equivalent of if it just had max damage on every single minion, I think. Don't hold me up on it. I will be doing a proper guide with testing. This is just my initial thoughts. At least I would think that is the case. I wonder if we don't know how his weapons work yet. I don't know if any of his weapons are able to hit multiple elites. That might also be the case. But I think that's what it's for. So it can just literally just execute a bunch of minions. But we'll see. Power level of heavy attacks increased by 25%. Now that's also a good talent, but I don't see it being picked over this talent very often. I could be wrong, but I don't think limiting yourself to 25% on heavy. Of course, the good thing here is that the 25 is initiated on the first attack straight away, right? You don't have to worry. But I would think the better you get at playing him, the more comfortable you're on the hero, the more it would favor Virtue of the Ideal. Okay, for his stagger talents, we got Standard Bulwark, which might be the case. Smiter, I'm pretty sure is going to be the choice here, simply due to the initial 20%. Again, I could easily see that being combined also with Virtue of Heroism. But we'll see, because again, you also got the 30%, which might also stack which will stack multiplicatively with enhanced power. But whether or not that makes it worth it, it would require more power stacks, of which we don't know if he has yet. But we'll find out. The Lady's Favor grants an additional quest. I was actually wondering about that, because here it says 2 random duties, and I noticed that in the Fat Shark stream, there were 3 duties. So that makes sense. So it's just the third quest for a team power buff. Let's see here. Virtue of Purity increases the potency of the blessings rewarded upon completing a quest by 50%. Okay, so immediately this is much better than this, right? Just due to simple math. Because if you have 2 duties and you add a third, that's a value at like gain value of plus 50%. But here you're doubling.
So you give any thought
No, by
to that
50%.
little
So here you're
proposition I
increasing
made?
each of them by half of a whole. So it's no. So then it's actually the same. Also 150. Let's move on here. Right? Am I tired? Increase the quest by 50%. Right? Yeah. So that's half of a whole. Half of a whole. Yeah. So you gain. Yeah. I'm correct. Just double checking. So yeah, they're actually theoretically worth the same. Only the difference is this is going to have a greater variety. So actually, which one is best is going to depend on the relationship between the strong ones and the weaker ones. Like once we know all of the options, and you'll have to look at the spectrum of, okay, these 3 are great, these 2 are me, and these 2 are okay. And it would actually depend on that, whether or not, mathematically speaking, you would prefer to have the strength or an additional quest. But let's see here. The Ladies for War now grants a repeatable quest that rewards a potion of strength to Markus upon completion. Well, that's an odd addition. Grants a repeatable quest. So it's like a constantly repeatable quest. That's actually interesting. I was just thinking of like a repeatable quest that would then add another duty and like another full team buff. That's actually interesting. So like depending on what that quest might be, I can imagine maybe you just constantly have strength pots. Like that would be kind of funny. Like strength pots are powerful. Again, that's a lot of power you could stack up almost all the time. So that's definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. Okay, let's keep looking here. This is usually the defensive talent. Virtue of Stoicism. 50% of damage taken is regenerated as temporary health after 5 seconds. Okay, that's interesting. Not the most powerful, I would say. Not like super strong. It sounds better than it is, I think, in my opinion. But let's see what else we have. Time blocks increase power level by 20% for 6 seconds. So obviously, this is something you would run with parry on your weapon. But I don't know if you want parry on your weapon. For 6 seconds, that is quite a decent amount of time for that. But again, you already have a lot of power. I don't like a buff that's applied on the basis of having to hit your parry. Because again, that requires you to be defensive before you can be aggressive, which I feel like is an awkward playing style. But we'll have to see. Still an interesting talent. Virtue of the Joust. Increase push arc and stamina regeneration by 30%. Okay, so push arc. Okay, so push arc can be 2 things. A push arc regenerate. No, it's the push arc and the stamina regeneration as separate entities. And the push arc, as I understand it, is what you can see in. Here, wait, I'll show you. So you go into the Armoury, right? But here it's called push radius. Because I don't think it's just a push angle. Because I assume an arc sounds more like it is the push angle. But then I'm pretty sure they would have just wrote the push block, increase push block angle, or just push angle, since that's the wording they're using on their properties. But I don't know. But I could see it being the push radius, which is already increased on some weapons. But it's not a lot. Markus Kruber's first crash. Okie dokie. I guess that makes sense. I clicked Markus Kruber. That's on my. That's on me. I should have seen that coming. God damn it. My bad. We'll jump straight back in. Retard. I know. Sorry about that. Game is opening now. But yeah, I was gonna go on the Tuskor Spear. because it has an increased push radius. There's also some shields, I believe. It's been a while since I did that video where I talked about it. Don't hold me up on it. I think I talked about it in the weapon tier guide. I don't actually recall the specifics, but I could see it being the push radius, which would be interesting for sure. Because that means you can also push, basically what if it's the push radius, then it increases the distance at which your push can collide with an enemy. So it's basically all around push range, which would be neat. So I hope that's the case. Actually, let's just see here. I can exotic era custom temp. I was just wanted to check if it was some sort of. Oh well. Back to talents. Moving on. And stamina regeneration. Okay, so it could potentially both be stamina regeneration and either the radius or the push angle. So we'll see. Level 30 talent. Virtue of Audacity. Adds a second attack to Blessed Blade, dealing devastating single target damage. I hope it's the second activation and not just the second attack. I don't think it is, but that would feel really good, right? A second activation feels really good. The same way with you have with the double teleport of the Battle Wizard. There's something about being able to time it twice that would just give a really nice flow. So I hope that's the case, but we'll see. Virtue of Impetuous Knight. Killing an enemy with Blessed Blade increases movement speed by 35% for 15 seconds. Sorry. Again, that's really good because that's a lot of movement speed. That's already plus 40% movement speed, which is a lot. That would that's Slayer numbers just flying through. So that's definitely, that might actually be a must. Well, we'll see. It's hard to say, but that would at least improve his flow a lot, I would say. Virtue of Confidence. Changes Blessed Blade to a horizontal slash that cleaves through and staggers multiple enemies. I could see this, because I don't know this yet, but let's see if this ulti attack is a guaranteed crit, the same way that Shade's ulti is a guaranteed crit. Because if that was the case, then I could already see a really interesting combination between Virtue of the Knightly Temper. Yeah, instantly slay enemies. Not even man-size, just enemies. And could you imagine if it's a guaranteed crit? Then you could literally just slash out a half a Chaos Patrol, assuming that that critical hit deals more than 4 times. Probably not a Chaos Patrol, sorry, I'll take that back. But we'll see. Again, all of this is just speculation. So let's try some shit out. Actually, before we try some stuff out, let's just look at some of the cosmetics that I don't have. Yeah, Gallant of Paragon.
Thanks for drilling my legs.
Oh, I assume it's because they're based on.
Experience.
That's a good place to start. They're likely based off of his challenges. So.
Shining, eh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the thing they showed about this weapon. Well, that's interesting. Fuck off, Naked. I know you're watching. Stop blocking in the Steam while I forget to go into do not disturb mode. It's your fault. You should have foreseen this. Okay, so. Heavy. Okay, let's try light attacks here. Let's just see the light attack. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's a 3 attack. 2 like slashing. Wait, is this a slashing attack? That's actually hard to see. Oh, I am on the official right now, so I can't just spawn stuff. I have a feeling that a bunch of the mods are probably going to be broken, so I thought it's a better idea. Yeah, so that's a slash attack, and another slash attack, and then an overhead, right? Well, we still don't know the cleave and stagger numbers, so dummies, they can be misleading on this case, so we actually don't know. So as you can see, the overhead attack is also hitting 3, which is not necessarily the case. But let's keep checking anyways. Okay, so we need an armored dummy as well. Simply to... Oops, there we go. See if these attacks... Okay, so no armor damage on the 2 first. Yeah, and an overhead attack with armor damage. That's what I thought. Okay, let's see what the heavy attacks here. So I can hold this for an infinite amount of time, which is, again, really interesting. How fast do I move? Okay, so it does slow me down. Does it pull me forward? Yeah, it does. It does. So it's like... Hooah! Hooah! Okay. Also, there is actually 3 of them, right? Right, let's start over here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's not the same. Yeah, okay, yeah. So it has 3 heavy attacks, as far as I can see. It's finishing off with an overhead attack. Also, I'm just gonna... I don't know if this is what I want on it yet, but give me some swiftling, motherfucker. Ah, sorry about that. I hope you can all forgive me for a one-go effort video. There we go. I would have done more effort, but as I mentioned earlier, I had to troubleshoot Steam for like at least an hour and a half due to a glitch when I was downloading and installing the update. Give me Swift Slaying! Markus Kruber! Oh yeah, the voice lines. We'll have to hear some of the voice lines. That's a must. Okay. Equipment. Now we have to speak in a French accent for the rest of the video. No, I'm not gonna do that. Too much effort. Plus, my French accent is not very good. And this would be super racist. No, it would. I assume you guys have a little thing called humor. Ah, you know what, screw it. We're not gonna do that now, because that's gonna take too long. Okay, but yeah, let's see if we can... Any interesting combos here. Yeah, so we can actually slash that... Okay, so we know the 3rd... What if we do once, twice, 3? No, that still doesn't activate. Oh, push block attack. Let's check that out. Okay, also an overhead attack. Let's see if we light attack after the push block. Okay, that's a slash. What if we heavy attack? Ah! See that? Right there? You see that right there? That's a double overhead. Yeah. Nice. What happens if we light attack after? Most likely nothing, but... Oh! That is the most insane a triple overhead? I actually didn't think it was going to do that, because the overhead heavy attack was the last in the sequence, so I assumed it would restart. But because then if we heavy, light, it still does that. Nice. That means you can push block, heavy, light for a triple overhead. 200 IQ. No, I'm just kidding. Still, that's fucking insane. What if we heavy, light? No. What if we heavy, light? Heavy, light. Nope. That didn't work. We'll figure that out later. Okay, let's see. Let's check this one out. Also, damn those colors. So realistic and so sad. Light blue. But also, it's gonna look better when we get to some of the challenges. Okay, and then of course shield bash, and then a 3rd attack, right? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Overhead, shield bash, point attack, I think. Okay, so let's check out the light sequence. Ooh! Nice. I like that it has like a shield bash included in the light sequence. That's gonna be interesting. And of course, yeah, it has the classic push block attack for all shielded weapons. Yeah, that's the same you're using with the other Kruber weapon-ish. That's good for armor damage. And let's try out his. Woo! Ah, you can actually hold it infinitely. That's nice. And cancel it if you want to. That's actually really important, I would say. That's actually a trait you should not undervalue. That's going to allow you to really time it, have an easy time timing it. And if it dies, you can just cancel it rather than waiting. So that's actually really important. That's a second stab. Okay, so that's the one we have. Oh shit, I misclicked. Thankfully we have a compound here. So it has a 40-second cooldown. Well, okay, let's see here. Oh, nice. That was a lot of damage. Like, that was a lot of damage. Let's see how quickly he can regenerate. Right. What? That was quick. Oh, that was only the second one, right? Oh, that's because we have concoction on, because we're retarded. That's actually fine. I completely forgot about that. Ooh, with a strength pot. Okay, you have to be closer than I thought. I actually thought it was sort of moving forward a little bit. That wasn't the case. So you have to be fairly close for the first one to work. That's the movement speed. What do we have? Charge cleaves through and staggers multiple enemies. Still interesting. Let's check it out as well. Nice. Whoa. Yeah. Sorry about that. Just had a glitch here. Let's we'll remove that in the editing. But let's see here on some of the new challenges we have with him. Starting here. There we are. Yeah, there we are. Okay, complete all. Recruit, veteran, champion, and legend. Of course. That's the standard ones. Those are for frames. Let's see what else we have included in the keys we're going to be giving one away off in a moment. Complete 100 missions as the Grail Knight. Hippogriff helm. Nice. Complete Act 1 without failing a mission on legend difficulty or above as Grail Knight. Without failing a mission. In a row? No, right? Does it want you to complete all 4 without losing a single one? Without failing a mission on... I don't know if it has to be in a row. I feel like it's worded like that, but I don't think it is. Like, that would just be weird. Vanquisher of Darkness. Complete Act 2 without failing, and complete Act 3 without failing. Let's see here. Kill 5 monsters with Blessed Blade as Grail Knight. Paladin of Paravon. Nice, that looks good. I like that. Divine Intervention. Interrupt Death Rattler's charge with Blessed Blade as Grail Knight. You can interrupt its charge? That would be sick. Because if you can do it on Death Rattler, then you can also do it on Minotaurs. Like, can you imagine just going like, oh, Minotaur, screw you! And just... that would be fucking sick. Like, I think he has some interesting mechanics that hasn't been seen yet, which might make up for the fact that he's all melee. We'll see, we'll see. Ooh, this was a red one. Kara's Gift. NA Illusion. So it's only for the Americans? What should a European do? No, I'm just kidding. Bastonian of Valor. Use the Bretonian longsword to riposte a monster 3 times and kill it without getting hit as Grail Knight. To riposte a monster 3 times. Like, I feel like I know, but I don't know what riposte is. Like, I feel like I know what it is, but at the same time, I'm like, what do they mean when they say you have to riposte a monster? Is it one of... I assume it's using his ulti, probably? I guess? I don't know. We'll see. Let me know in the comments if I'm completely fucking retarded. So dumb, yet so smart at the same time. This but a scratch. Complete the map without falling below 90% health as Grail Knight. That's nice. Sounds easy. I'm sorry, but that actually doesn't sound too bad. Complete both duties within 140 seconds as Grail Knight, Outcast of Paragon. And here we have the Swifties in the land. Complete the second duty within 5 seconds of the first one as Grail Knight. Ooh. Very nice. And the Ladies Champion. Complete all Grail Knight challenges. The Red Dawn. And I think that's it. For now, at least. For now. Very nice. So, I am gonna get to completing some of these challenges. And, well, I'll see you guys in a later video. Or will I? I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I'm not sure what to do. Actually, you know what? I'm really sorry, but I retract what I said earlier. During this recording, I was gonna decide on the common thing, but that would require a bunch of editing right now, and I literally just got in the game. So let's instead scratch that and say, later today, I will be revealing the video with the common thing, and give away another key.
Give any thought to that little proposition I made?
Yeah. Sorry for this. But I thought I'd rather be quick on this one and just release whatever. Low effort. I hope you guys can forgive me. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later today in another video. And a bunch of more videos to come, including a Grail Knight Mastery Guide I'll get working on as well. And peace out.